Secretary of Defense Robert Gates announced the Pentagon is lifting its ban on media coverage of fallen warriors as they arrive at Dover Air Force Base.
For the first time in 18 years, public images of America's war dead coming home. He was Air Force Staff Sergeant Philip Myers, 30 years old, killed Saturday by a roadside bomb in Afghanistan. Late Sunday, his body arrived here at Delaware's Dover Air Force Base for what the military calls a dignified transfer of remains. The same honor at the same place, given the more than 5,000 Americans killed in Iraq and Afghanistan. But the last time reporters and cameras were allowed to watch remains return home was 1991, before the Pentagon recently overturned its own ban. This time, about 24 media were on hand on a windy night on the Dover tarmac for the solemn transfer. Clicking camera shutters, the only sound heard as an 8-member Air Force team in white gloves carefully took the casket and placed it into a white truck for the trip to the base mortuary. The Air Force says Staff Sergeant Myers' family was the first asked under the new Pentagon policy if it wanted media here. His wife said yes, and she was flown here from England, where her husband was based. The remains of another soldier whose family was not asked about coverage arrived here tonight as well.
First, I would like to make an announcement regarding the department's policy toward media coverage of the return of our fallen heroes at Dover Air Force Base. As you know, the President asked me to review this policy. After receiving input from a number of sources, including all the military services and organizations representing military families, I have decided that the decision regarding media coverage of the dignified transfer process at Dover should be made by those most directly affected, on an individual basis by the families of the fallen. We ought not presume to make that decision in their place.